Hello and welcome! This is Melziconer, and we're back with some more of the Total Conversion mod of Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons. And when will you pop out? Okay, that's not too far from now. I'll go ahead and build. The lithium refinery is not something we necessarily want. And we want that eventually. But I'd prefer to do that in an empty square if at all possible. Let's just do the energy basic power plant. And then when that gets built, we'll shift over to the growing population over there. We are kind of running a little lower on energy credits, and one of the factions does want us to have quite a bit on hand, so we'll keep that in mind. Okay. And everything else is just a matter of moving ships around and doing various things. So when the Enterprise gets to that orbit, we're going to want to do that project. But we have to... There we go. Now our borders have increased. And I may want to think about doing another construction ship, because at this stage, I don't think this would be not a bad place to expand to. And maybe Barnard Star would give us something that we would want as well. But here we've got... I mean, it's not necessarily terrific, but it does kind of close out the Vulcans. And the Vulcans have changed their color again. What's going on with them? I still think they're called the Confederacy of Sarek. I believe that's the same. But I could have swore they were a different color. Anything that we can do with them? Has closed borders. See, the Andorians still don't like them. That's unfortunate. Great deal with United Earth. So yeah, they're not going to ever go into our coalition. They would likely accept, but the Andorians would never say yes. So I think that was a mistake, probably getting the Andorians in there, but I did them first because I thought they would be the ones that would be tough, and then the Vulcans would be easier. I didn't realize that the Andorians would never allow the Vulcans to come in. So maybe if it was the other way around, if I had got the Vulcans in, the Vulcans wouldn't have voted no, but it's hard to say at this stage. So we may never be on friendly terms with the Vulcans, but we can always try with our other contacts. So how are we doing? The Tellarites like us by 100. They will agree for association status, and considering that would probably increase our trust with them, maybe a good call. So you can offer them association status with our coalition. This will increase their trust by that much to a maximum of 100. That should get us closer to getting them into the coalition. And the Andorians would vote yes, so I don't see a problem with that, so we'll confirm. They wouldn't get into the coalition just straight up, but that's alright. We get them along that path, and maybe eventually they'll be a member. So that's the Tellarites. Let's take a look at the Trill, who I don't have any relationship with, but I do think they like me a little bit more now. Maybe the interference policy is one of the things that has made them like us more. So let's see if we can do anything with them. They will not agree to migration treaty, which is usually the first step. See if they will agree to a trade deal. Research. No, it doesn't look like it. So they're... We might just have to wait for them. So this is something we have to vote on. So we're just going to vote yes. Okay. That is done. That is done. The construction ship does need orders. So I have no problem with the construction ship just starting to set up mining bases. We do have a thing for that, so probably a good idea. And then I think I am going to start up another construction ship just so that we can start expanding our borders a little bit more. So that should be here. Yeah, there we go. 200 though. We are really suffering for minerals, I think, and it's really holding us back. Now, granted, our fleet naval capacity is holding us back as well, so not a whole lot else I can do. But I'll go for that. I'm not sure if it's going to even require fleet upkeep, but if so, probably not a lot. All right, but yeah, definitely I want to expand down to here, or possibly down here. Ooh, hello. So we did finally do this. There is an anomaly here, the Lost Colony. Okay, so there is an event with Terra Nova. Cool. Let's click on it, though. So we've got poor quality minerals, surface impact. Distant past, this world was impacted by a large asteroid. So yeah, they are. That is cool. I'm not going to ruin it too much because I want to see what the anomaly does, but definitely that anomaly is worth looking at when we get to it. Okay, let's go ahead and just continue here. I think everybody is good to go. Okay. Voted. Okay. Okay. So I think it passed. So if we look at contacts.
Blocker cleared.
Oh yeah, we're clearing tile blockers. Yeah, so they are a Federation Association status. Construction complete. Oh, the Enterprise is where it needs to be, so let's grab the operation log. This. Search. Okay, construction ship. The USS Jordan. I think we're going to go over here. We aren't going to be able to build the starbase yet because we haven't surveyed it, but we might as well just start moving there. I'm not sure how expensive it's going to be influence-wise, but we do have a fair amount of influence, so I think we'll be able to afford it. We'll just say move there. And it should go straight to the star, which is where we build the starbase anyway. Okay, let's continue.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we've got the building here, put there, so pop out, it worked. Okay, that is done, and that is done. Ours is working on that. Perfect. Earth. I mean, really, honestly, at this stage, we're just waiting on population to pop out. So until that happens, we don't really have a lot we can do on these planets. It would be nice if these migration treaties actually started producing, you know, people coming over here. But at the moment, it has not been doing so. Okay.
Construction complete.
All right, that's our... Okay, so our science vessel did finish here. Now, there's not a lot of resources here, but if our borders expand, we may get a lot of control here. And also, we want to colonize this planet. Potentially. Before we go anywhere, though, we should have them come over here and do this research project. Okay. Construction ship, and this area is done. Well, I guess we'll just go to the next closest resource, which would be over here. Build. Now, is that getting our mandate? Minor mandate? Yeah, okay. So we should complete that even within the system, because that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So our minor mandate will finish, and I believe that gives us a fair amount of yeah. I always forget what this is called, Unity, because it's a resource that wasn't in the game originally. Okay, and then Anomaly, I hope, will pop out something good. Not positive if it will or not, though. Okay. Oh, they've got bigger.
Construction complete.
Considering they're gonna be...
Research complete.
There we go, research. So... Another warp engine. So now we're gonna have an incentive to upgrade ships again. So... Let's go to the new research screen first. And our one science vessel is going to be on its way. So I figure we go ahead and reroute it. And then we'll have our other science vessel come over here as well. All right, what do we got? Transport hub, which gives us migration speed and resettlement cost, which could be good. We have optical computer. I don't know if this really does anything. It is a component. It doesn't say it does anything here outside of this description. But it does get us down the computer path. Or we could get a hardened force field. Now, honestly, I don't think I have any force fields, so it might be good to have some element of shields. So, you know what? We'll go down the shield path. That makes sense to me. What I do see at this moment, though, is that we don't really have this situated in a way that makes... So we get a big bonus with this one anyway, so that's fine. This is just our general research feed, which is why we haven't gotten many texts popping out, because these take a while. Alright. So let's go ahead and get our ship designer. And make sure that the new upgrades save. Particularly, we're going to want to upgrade the science ships. So we should have a new level of warp engine. So we were having these, now we have that. So good buff to our warp speed. But we also gain more shield hit points and weapon damage. So that's good as well. So let us go ahead and just hit save. We're not changing anything else. But this is just to make sure that indeed we can upgrade. And then we're going to grab the... which one are you? Yeah, we'll have you reroute to upgrade. You're done, then you can go do Barnard Star and figure out what's there. Okay, let's continue here. And unfortunately, performance is still quite bad. Oh, you know what? Now we can do the construction ship. Tell it to do the order that we want it to do. The influence is 150, which is, you know, quite a bit more expensive than it was before. I believe it was only like 75 in that one system we were in, but it's quite a bit further out, so that's the reason why. Still, I think well worth it. Obviously, the anomaly is going to impact that to a certain extent, but, you know, might as well queue it up while we are traveling. Okay. Out of curiosity, how far away are you? Still traveling. This solar system is really weird because there's two stars in it.
Complete.
They're kind of in the place where planets normally would be. Oh yeah, mining station. I'm not queuing up a whole bunch of these because I don't want to. We don't have a lot of minerals on hand, so I don't want to burn through a bunch. Because I believe queuing up multiples burns through the resources ahead of time. It's not really what I want to do. Okay. Kind of got a pot-bellied little area that we control. You know, that construction ship might get there quite a bit quicker than I expect. May have to cancel that order, because I honestly don't know what's going to happen with this Terra Nova event. I mean, it is only a level 1 thing, so we shouldn't fail it. But I think it is. It says it is. How are we doing on the... Okay, we only got a few months left to go on that one, which is good. I would like to have the Enterprise back sooner rather than later.
Construction complete.
Oh, the Tellarites are expanding quite quickly now. We're going to really have to respond to that pretty soon, I would say. Barnard Star probably going to be a little bit more incentive now. Okay, construction ship is done again. Have it go down over here. This is where I might even want to build yet another construction ship, but we really can't afford it at the moment. And I think Terra Nova... Okay, let's get our science ship moving. And I honestly think that this is going to be the highest priority for me right now. Oh, is that progressing that quickly? Oh, wow, yeah. That's one of the reasons why we have so little energy credits, I just remembered, is because we are enlightening them, which is pretty expensive. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, it looks like the construction ship's getting here a little earlier than I expect. Where are they going to end up? I can't see their orders for some reason. I'm not really sure where they build the starbase. Would they build it in the middle or by one of the stars? Looks like they're going to build it over there. Which is fine, because it's right next to Terra Nova, but I want to see what happens with this anomaly. Before we build it, of course. We can cancel it any time. Okay, what's going on Earth? So this population point finally popped out. Now, if I remember correctly, dilithium is pretty important. But then again, we have mineral resources around. You know what? We have a lot of buildings built, but it still makes a lot of sense to get one of these, called. Or do I already have one of the fabricators down? Seeing it, unless I can't afford it. Okay, maybe I already built one. I don't remember doing that. Or maybe I don't need it on a particular planet. Oh well, we'll just go ahead and do a mining network then, because I don't... Oh, there it is. Just a little blind, that's all. And we'll put that population there. Maybe we built that a little too soon, but... I'd rather do it now and not forget about it. And we have a population point there. Alpha Centauri. We already kind of prepared for that one. Alright.
Research project complete.
So that's going to be the project with the Enterprise, yeah. Yet again, nothing pops up with that, so it must be an event chain. Well, either way, let's grab the Enterprise, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in orbit over here. So hopefully we're not spending as many energy credits. I remember that being a thing before with Stellaris, but maybe it's not now. I don't know. I guess we'll keep an eye on this and see once they go into orbit if it gets any lower. Or it gets higher, technically, is what we'd want. I don't think it changed at all, so I guess not.
Research complete.
Okay, Terra Nova. After searching without success for 6 hours, Captain Ignacio de Vargas decides to continue on, noting in the log that no evidence of the colony exists. Acknowledged. Oh, well, that's a bummer. So that did not follow the show at all. In the show, the colony did still exist. You get some experience, but we lose some influence. That's unfortunate. So that's not really, I guess, too problematic. There are some effects that are going on the surface. The surface impact being one of them. It's kind of funny how these two are balancing each other, but this one is the more negative of the bunch. But food and habitability is up. So I still think it's well worth coming in here. And hey, we have tribbles. That's a resource. So I don't know if it's a resource we want, but it probably helps happiness, right? It doesn't say. The Klingons fear them, so if we ever find the Klingons, that'd be a way we can ward them off, I guess. Alright, completed research. Get a new research. Okay, so physics lab, level 2, sensor array, which could be good. Lab facilities and chip sensors. Shields. Reflector shield is a force field, or generally an energy field, which serves primarily to protect. Yeah, so this would actually give us actual shields, which we don't have yet. And then advanced gravity plating. What is it? So... Okay. So chance to hit, tracking, and chance to evade. Chance to evade. There's a greater tracking capability. I mean, that could be useful, and we do have some research already towards it, but honestly, I'd rather have shields. Or one of these other things, like the sensor array. Shields, to me, strikes me as something I'd want more, so I'm gonna go with that. I mean, this doesn't say what I get out of it, but it does unlock some shieldy type thing, so I guess we'll take it. Alright, well, in any case, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.